Hey guys, this is Frugal and Fiber channel. Today I'm actually filming a yarn haul video from thrift stores. I actually got lucky. I went to both Salvation Army and Goodwill yesterday and found quite a bit of yarn. Oftentimes I find that they're overpriced, but this time I actually was able to get some good deals. So I'm going to start with what I purchased from Salvation Army. And I did spend $10 at each store. Well, I think it ended up being like $21 technically, but so I walked in and I was looking around for yarn and I saw these, what I'm pulling out now, in like a bucket buried, and I felt them like, oh, those were kind of rough, but then I looked at the label and read it and looked up the company. These actually retail for about $15 each, and I found them for 99 cents each. I'm just going to show you. First color is this. Let me see. Well, I'm filming it in selfie mode, so I can actually see my screen, so I'll just read it. It is Halcyon, Halcyon, rug wool, signature collection rug wool. It's a bulky, the wraps per inch is 10, it's 115 yards, 4-ounce skein, and it even has like it looks like it's a smaller company. I haven't looked at their website closely other than the page for this, but that's the first shade. I have 2 of those and they're just super pretty. I don't usually make rugs, but this would be really nice. And then the next color I got in that was a lighter green. And then just one of these blues. Like one hank of the blue. And I don't see a very specific color name on it, just numbers, but there might be color names on the website. Then the last one is this yellow. And I can totally see these making something pretty and decorative all together. Like, I'm assuming somebody either bought these for a project and didn't, and then, you know, there's the 2 more. Didn't make it, or these were left over somebody's project, but it's a bulky, so that little bit can work up into something nice, pretty minimal, because I've made throw blankets with the same weight of yarn where it only took like 3 skeins to make a little throw. And then this one was an absolute mess when I found it, and I'm going to wind it on my cake winder later, but I went ahead and raveled it. It still had the band on it, and it's a sweet roll, and like the name was Pepper or something, but the same colors as one of my like winter cardigans. But you can see all the colors at the moment. But yeah, it was just like, it had the band on it still, but it was like unraveling on the shelf. So I kind of scooped it up and rescued it. And this one I'm really excited about because I didn't manage to snag any when they were still in the store. And I think now they're all discontinued. And I looked online and they're like crazy expensive. I found a latte cake. This one was only $2. And I looked online to see if I can get a second one, and they're going for like 12 to 20 before shipping, which is crazy. So I'm just going to try to find, I want something, I would not wear a hat or a scarf made out of this, but if I manage to find either the same color or a color that goes with it, I'd make something. But I might try to see if there's like a shawl that I can get away with just one, because it's so soft. It's so nice. And I can't believe I found it. It was actually when they brought a cart out of new stuff, I looked and I was like, this and the cake were in that. Alright, and then I went to Goodwill next. And there was 2 yarns I decided to just not get. One was like a red heart, teeny tiny one, thread. Red heart thread. And then like an orange Fun, the Lion Brand Fun, which for a while were sold. I don't even think those are very expensive, and they were selling it for $1.18. I don't think they sell for more than $2. And there was only one, and they're not very big. And Good Lots, Big Lots used to sell them for two for $1.50, which is what the labels I have for some I was given say. So I was like, not gonna do that one. And then the thread I didn't get because I just don't really use that much thread. Like I have some that I've had for years in my, you saw my summer stash video. So yeah, just not gonna use that. And this first one, and I also spent, this was the one that was like just under $11. And this one, I saw it on their website a few times. I'm not a big fan of the Red Heart Super Saver, so I figured I'd try out this because I've seen it on their website but not in stores anywhere. It's a Bernat Super Value, which is kind of like the Super Savers. I paid $1.18 for it, and yeah, it's just a solid white. And let me find the yardage. It is 389 meters, and I might try to dye it, or I might put it with something else that needs like a white with it. And then I also, let me organize this bag a little. I've never actually worked with these, but they seem kind of splitty, so I never wanted to pay the store price for them. But I got 2 of the Karen Simply Soft, so I'll actually give it a try now. So for $1 each, wasn't that bad at all. This purple one is Iris, and there's just a solid black. I actually think they would probably go well for something together. Don't know what yet. And then this I'm definitely going to make myself a hat with. And I wish I had more of it. It's so nice. I've never tried a tweed before. This is Heartland Tweed. It is 94% acrylic, 6% rayon. It's a medium weight. Paid $1.18. Where's the color? Oh, the cover, it's Mountain Rainer Tweed. That's so pretty. I would totally make a sweater out of it if I had enough, but I don't want to go hunt down more, so it'll just be a hat, or I could possibly get socks out of it. And this one I'm excited for a lot. This is a Hometown, my brand, Hometown USA. And these are normally, I think, like $5. That's what the original price tag on it says. And this one is an Albuquerque orange. And I asked somebody I know who lives there if they felt like orange was representative of their city, and they're like, no. I forget which colors they said they thought would be better, but anyway, it's like a peachy orange, and I love hats, even though we can only wear them for like 2 months, maybe 3 at the most a year here, but I still like them, so it will probably be another hat. And then I got this. I think I'm going to rewind some of these and like just stick the band back in somehow. But this is a Karen Simply Soft Party in Violet Barg. And you can see it has, if I can get the focus a little better, all the little sparkles. And I don't quite know what I want to do with it, but it's pretty. So yeah, and that's also a 4-weight. And then the last ones are these Loops and Threads Impeccable. And I'm not a huge fan of these particular loop and thread ones. Like I bought one of their variegated ones, and I just kind of threw it in a D-stash bag and ended up getting D-stashed on a Facebook group. I think, yeah, the Yarn Hoarder D-stash group is usually who I use. But there's that green. It's really pretty, and it's not as rough as the variegated one I had before. So I might give it a try, or I might just save it. if I ever do like a giveaway video, which I'm thinking about when I do hit maybe 50 subscribers, I will. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe, because I'm pretty sure I'm just going to do like a small, maybe 5 or 6 skein giveaway when I hit 50. And then as the numbers go up, I'll do bigger ones. So, yep, and that's all the yarn I have from that trip. So, yay! And then as you can see behind me, this is where I keep some of my yarn. That shelf definitely needs reorganized. There's my hooks and needles. And then more yarn. And then more yarn. You know, I mostly have tubs, but... And those yarns are going to get moved up really soon, because the baby can pull up and he's starting to get brave and let go of things. So for the protection of my yarn, it's going to go away or further up. I also have another bookshelf where I could probably put the books on the bottom because he doesn't mess with those too much, and the yarn at the top. So I like to put my prettiest yarns out here at the top. I think those are most, yeah, I have all my wool at the top. And then, yeah, I did make an email for the channel, and that'll be in the description too, as well as the Instagram. Felt like there was something else I was going to say, but I don't remember. Okay. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, because once I hit 50, I'm going to do a small giveaway. And check out my other videos. Thank you.